man. What is going on out there, my reptile junkies? Guys, it's a Friday night. We're just getting settled back in. Hadn't done a video all week. I got done tinkering around out here. Just wanted to take a break. Figured I'd see what you guys was up to. Let me get in here so I can look at the chat and kind of see what's going on. What you got over there, April?
Tony Collette says, what's up?
Alright, I'm trying to get it over here. If it'll let me. Couldn't find my daggone mouse, and that was not fun. But yeah, guys, just trying to get back in the swing of things, man. I mean, it's rough coming back from vacation, and geez, you know, it is just rough. What'd you say, babe?
So can you see it?
I'm almost getting there. Says my stream status is good. If I could find the chat. What are they saying over there on your end?
Gigi says hello. Mint Planet says hey Trey. Carl Silva says hey man.
If I can get it on my side over here, it'd be damn awesome. I'm not too fond of this platform, really. Yeah, guys, I hope y'all well out there, and man, I need a vacation from a vacation, coming back in, you know, from Florida, and I miss it already, guys. I'm telling you, I miss it already. We had so much fun when we was down there. It is still not showing up on my end for some reason, baby.
I got you covered for the pod.
Do what?
So I got you covered for a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
Trey says, what's up? Tim says, good evening, Trey.
Good evening. If I could ever get to the right stuff here. We need to get a different laptop.
Oh, Tony Collette says, do me a favor, would you tell my son Edward happy birthday?
Tony Collette.
Happy birthday. No, Edward.
Yep.
That's Edward.
Edward, buddy, I hope you have an awesome and happy birthday. From
Happy birthday.
me and April both. Happy birthday, bud. I hope it is great. I hope it is great. I'm trying to get the chat up over here, guys. It is showing me like nothing. I mean, I'm really aggravated right this second. This has never happened like this before.
Planet says, I remember when you had 200 subs.
Yeah, it's been growing leaps and bounds. I was shocked when I hit 500 subs. I'll be honest. I was like, you know, dang, that's really cool. You know, we just enjoy doing this. I mean, it's a definite blast. Get some good interaction with some good folks out there, like you guys, and I mean, it's been enjoyable doing it. You know, I might have it. Yes, I have the chat. Finally, golly. All right. Tim, yes, it was a wonderful vacation. Curtis, yes, I will, if I can get them out, I've got you on a tripod right here. They're right here behind me. I'm going to be doing a video, though, hopefully over the weekend of like a animal room tour and go through, do an update on the pond. I got a bunch of stuff to get caught up with. Tony's 6. That's cool. Alyssa, she just turned 7. Man, they grow up fast. They sure do. What's going on, little biscuit? Appreciate you stopping in the chat. But hey, guys, like I was saying, it's man, it's been rough working all week and really just trying to get back into the swing of things has been something else, you know. We was in Florida. We was away for 8 days, and everything went good. You know, all the animals done great.
Tell Kenneth Crosby we can't do the leaf tails out here, but I can bring the blue tongue skink out.
Looking forward to some updates. Yeah, leaf tails are doing good, Kenneth. I believe that my female may have eggs. It's still so hard to tell. This is about 2 or 3 weeks now. So I know she'll be getting close. I've been watching, you know, every morning looking at them. They're doing really good. The blue tongue is growing exponentially. That critter is growing so fast. What's going on, Zachary Angels? Mint Planet, I appreciate that. You know, we just enjoy it. Just enjoy it. I got a lot of channels I enjoy too, for sure. Snake's doing good, Curtis. And yeah, Tina, you always do. You need a vacation from the vacation. I mean, it was rough, but April's folks, she done an awesome job with the animals. The cameras and the switches, guys, they worked flawless.
To see the blue tongue.
Yeah, April.
He's a fat, crappy.
What's going on, California Herper? Yeah, I just got it started. I was goofing off, and I said, man, I'm going to just check in, see if I can chat with some of you guys, take a break. I've been busy Friday night, but there's the blue tongue. You can see that.
Put him on up to the camera a little bit, yeah.
How's that?
Stand up and show him a little bit closer.
Doing good, California Herper. I appreciate you stopping in, for sure, man. Y'all can see the blue tongue.
Yeah, there you go.
See it?
That's better.
Is it getting all pixelated and stuff?
A little bit, but still, at least they can see him better.
Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, if you go back to the Repticon, guys, I mean, you're talking, he was in a little deli cup, and he's gone to that.
Leaps and bounds. Incredible.
I guess I'll just sit out here and hold him. He ain't gonna hurt
Like
nothing.
a pig.
The blue tongue, he's been blue buffalo, dog food diet. He's been getting snails. We've ordered the Zoo Med can of snails. We feed him. He gets those for a treat once to twice a week and such. And yep, he's doing really well. You got some stuff on your mouth there, buddy. Really been tickled. If you're wanting just a good reptile, all around reptile, this is definitely
is one that he really seems to like.
Yeah, this is one of his favorites. It's just a grain free. I hope you know that shows up or whatever.
Yeah, it's showing up pretty good. I don't know what brand that is, but
just, you know, a good premium dog food, just grain free, fish free, no problem. You know, rice, you don't want none of that. Or the ray. Yeah, Gigi. Well, I have one ray in there, and it's still my old female, and she still spits. If you can see behind me, I've got some plexiglass put up to keep her from spitting out onto electrical stuff or whatever. But no, all the critters are doing good, just growing and trying to figure out if I'm gonna go bigger or what the next step is gonna be.
Somebody asked could they see a shark. Did I miss that?
Yeah, I'll try to pick the camera up around the end of the stream and throw it over to the pond or something. Yeah, great gift again. You spent $70 on lures for tomorrow. Man, did you find any of those the goby sleds I was telling you about? The Buckeye goby sleds? Gigi, I have a tegu. I have an Argentine black and white. It's actually got the black nose. It's actually right over here beside me. I love the tegu. It's a really, really awesome, intelligent critter. Tim said, good evening, April.
Hey, Tim.
What's going on, Matt? Appreciate you stopping in, bud. And like I was saying, though, great gift of geckos. It's so funny, you know. I hope you catch some fish tomorrow for sure, man. I really do. Oh, that's cool, too, California Herper. Just a pack of Cincos. Yeah, I fished a Wednesday night tournament. A couple of you in the chat, y'all follow me on Instagram, and we won the little Wednesday night shootout. And made a little bit of money. It felt good. A good buddy of mine called me, and I was able to get home in time to go, and that's always fun to catch some fish. But I caught my third personal best largemouth on Clark Hill. She was 714. I've got an 8.6 and 8.3, and she made she beat out a 711 to move into that 3 spot.
Good luck, California Harbor.
What's going on? You are a scumbag 01. I never forget that name.
Oh, hello, scumbag. That feels wrong in so many ways.
Great gifted geckos. I forgot to get Cincos. Man, if you got you some of them speed crawls, I promise you, you will not be let down with a speed crawl. That is one of my favorite all-around just catch fish baits. I couldn't tell you how many fish I've caught off of that. Hoping to have a great dinner. Yep. Yeah, I thought about it. I'd like to have some good fillets, you know, in Vancouver.
I love Tony Collette's question, baby.
Many things.
Answer that one.
Yeah, man, Matt, you catch some big, crazy fish. I think that was a steelhead in a video, if I remember back, that you had caught that was giant. I mean, just giant out of one of those streams. Y'all were having some kind of spawn happening or a migration going on. Snake tray. Somebody asked, I seen that about the snake. Green trees are doing awesome. They both actually just shed. I'll probably pull down the little one here in just a second. Where am I at? What is your favorite snake tray? And how did you get? Tony, April she had a very large collection herself when we were back when we were just friends in high school, and it was just we both always had critters. April had a huge turtle tank with a bunch of different turtles, and I brought her bullfrog tadpoles, and
that's how we first got together.
Yeah, I mean she had a ferret, just a couple other things, and I had a big iguana and fish tanks, and
remember,
yeah, man, our first date was spent in Fennessy Swamp, actually seeing what we could catch, and we caught more green tree frogs that day than I've ever seen in my life. It was a perfect storm of green tree frogs and ribbon snakes. That was so. I got bit. Oh, you daggum Tegu just. Oh. Too bad I didn't catch it, guys. What's going on, HTG geckos?
Oh my God, that's
yeah,
awesome.
Spring salmon. That was a big fish, Matt. It really was. But as I was saying, we was out and all these ribbon snakes. I don't know how many times I got bit that day catching ribbon snakes, and we saw there was so much going on. It was just, never forget it. And she stuck with me, ever since. I don't know what she saw. I'm just a country bumpkin out here in Georgia, and she could probably be like married to a doctor or a lawyer.
Oh, whatever. That would be so much fun.
You wouldn't have near as much fun there. Get as dirty.
Right.
Here.
No, I'm going to make you keep him because he pooped on you. That's awesome.
What's going on, Putty Mana 14? Appreciate you stopping in, man. Oh, it is Stephen Cheeks, which I don't know. We had a really large collection, and then we had kids. Would you bring me a...
No, I'm not bringing you anything.
Come on now, I got like
the lizard.
I got like skink poo on my hands. Oh.
One more lick, and then I'll put it back, and then I will consider bringing you something to wipe your hands on.
Yeah, before I touch my cup.
He's so cool there.
But it is cool. Like I was saying, we had a lot of animals. We had kids, and then we moved and we downsized a lot. And now the kids are getting older. Really, these last 3 years, everything's really exploded back to where it is. And as of right now, I mean, I'm at full pool. I don't really. There's a couple things I want. I still like to have like an Amazon tree. Another guy that on YouTube deal with a lot on Instagram, Buddy West. He just got a beautiful one, and then. Animal art, yeah, a lot of y'all catch Nate's channel. He's got an awesome Amazon tree, and I really enjoy looking at those. I love tree snakes. Let's see. Yeah, HTG, I am very lucky I have a wife. You know, most people, they see all the animals, they would be running the other way for sure. And then, let's see, my favorite spider, Curtis, man, that would be between, which I love jumping spiders, but I love tree spiders too, go figure, tree snakes. My Goody Metallica is one of my favorites. You know, but I love OBTs. OBTs are really cool, awesome looking spider too. And my Goliath bird eater. I mean, that's another awesome spider just for the overall size. And oh, he loves Madagascar hissing roaches. It's insane. I'm gonna try to do a time lapse or something of him taking down and actually getting some good lit up footage of how he eats those Madagascars. It's insane. I'm in West Georgia. Yeah, Tony, I think you might have told me that one time before, a while back. I think I remember you saying you was down there in West Georgia, like Macon area, down that way, I think, is what you said. Putty Man, do I have a favorite pet? What's going on, Noah's Ark Exotics? Hey, congratulations, dude. I saw you made over 600. Good job, man. You keep up the good work, for sure. If y'all ain't subscribed, check out Noah's Ark. He does some really good stuff. Always interesting. Real informative. Later on, HTG Geckos, appreciate you stopping in. But a favorite pet? I mean, I love Poseidon. He's probably
the favorite. Don't even lie.
He's probably my hardest to manage as far as just overall maintenance goes. By far, he's the most problematic. But I love it. I'd always wanted a big monitor since I was a kid, and now just being able to get one, you know, is awesome. So when are you gonna get some new pets? Curtis, it'll be
tomorrow.
Man, yeah, well, yeah, we need to talk about that too, actually.
Yeah, we really do.
Louie is gonna be going to a new home.
That has more experience with larger parrots.
And what's going on, Aubrey's geckos?
Than we do.
What's my favorite type of gecko? Got to be leaf tails, mint planet. But yes,
crested.
And yeah, I love cresteds. But Louie is going to be going to a lady that rehabilitates birds. April actually got in touch with her. She lives about 2 hours from here. We're going to her house tomorrow. Talking about you know, how Louie's behavior is. If you watch some of the videos with him, be perfect, guys, and then he will flip out, and I'm telling you, if he got a hold of you, he will hurt you. And even though his wings are clipped, he still will come. You know, if you got him out, we like letting him out on top of the cage and stuff, and he'll come to get with you. But if you don't do exactly how he wants, he will light you up. And it hadn't been fair to the kids, because when the kids come out, we're kind of shielding ourselves. And
they're expecting a bird that they can.
hand me that piece of cardboard real quick. I'm going to show you. I had to get a piece of cardboard because he come down and never seen anything like it, guys. As bipolar as you can believe.
But it's
I had to put
fault.
this cardboard between me and him.
He's done exceptionally well with me.
I'm hoping you can see that.
But
there. See if you
Louie
can see
is
it on
one
your
to
screen.
use you as a breeding post.
And my stream's still good, ain't it?
Yeah, everything's cool.
If y'all can see that, I mean, that bird went nuts, and it was like a paper shredder eating on that. But ended up, you remember April had said that she wanted an Indian ringneck. Well, this lady actually breeds Indian ringnecks, and she is wanting to take Louie, and we're going to trade her, or trade Louie for a baby Indian ringneck.
And that wasn't really what the first case scenario was, but
that
think
just
it'll
come
work
up.
out better.
That come up in conversation when they got to talking. The lady would be a lot better fit than we are having the small kids. When I saw that bird go nuts on that piece of cardboard, my only thought was like, holy crap, you know, if he got on like Alyssa or Cameron,
Well,
man, guys,
cockatoos tend to
birds
kinda
are
take to only
birds
one
are evil.
person.
I love him, but
He's awesome, but he needs more outside the cage time,
let's see where am I
and
at?
he's not gonna get that here with the
Saw
kids
them.
and the cats. So it's gonna be better for everybody, I believe.
You saw them and bought. Speaking of Metallica, that's really awesome. I love Metallica. Tomorrow, he does have a mind of a cat. Yeah, Tina Powell. I mean, it was man. I have never seen anything like that, and I'm more scared of that bird now than I am the rattlesnake or the cottonmouth. I promise you. You know any reptiles that don't need lighting? Well, I mean,
The crested.
you know, the cresteds, a lot of your gecko species, they don't need lighting. You know, of course, if they can get it in the wild, it's never going to hurt. So that's always been you know, at some point or another, just about all my animals, you know, they get some UVB lighting of some point, but, you know, of most of your geckos, other than your day gecko species, all of your day geckos, they need, you know, UVB and such, and but like your goldens, your skunks, you know, I got that one golden, you know, that's my longest lived reptile, and it's older than Cameron. I just and it's never had anything special as far as UVB lighting or anything like that. Full term. And that's I had two. I had a male, and the male died probably 6 or 7 years ago, but the female, she's still going strong. UVB, you know, talking about the lighting, and it's not just because of the light that's so important when it comes to UVA, UVB. It stimulates hormones in a lot of animals. I know, you know, you've heard talk of people talking about the third eye and on the top of like iguanas and monitors, and there's a plethora of reptiles that have that third eye, and it does a couple of things. It sees shadow, so like a bird of prey that would be coming down on that animal, it sees that shadow and it reacts. But it also, with the light rays, it stimulates something on the hormones in the animal that causes the calcium breakdown. So that's why UVB, UVA lighting is so important. It's not just because, oh, it's a fancy light. It's because of that hormone, getting those hormones kicking so that the animal's natural system does what it's supposed to do. You know, man, I felt long-winded, but no, I'm good. I got me a drink. Thank you, babe. Yes, that bird is a thug. Definitely a thug. And he'll love you. I mean, guys, it's so crazy. I mean, he'll rub your face and everything's happy.
But in his defense, he has not bit me.
He has not bit April.
He has cleaned my teeth in my mouth.
I
mean, no kidding.
you know, it's just one of them scenarios. He's like trying to claim April, and he's nice to me, and then he decides to try to kill me. You know,
Yeah, you can't say too
I'll
much
stick to my
bad
snake
about
and
him.
pit bulls. Yeah, John.
But they have to understand, I could actually open my mouth and he would clean my teeth.
Anymore?
He's that
Is
good.
it gonna be?
So he's not a bad bird. He just.
Yeah, Curtis. I'm sure I'll probably do some kind of giveaway before long.
I'm mad. I'm mad.
Since we're really growing, I'm probably gonna wait to hit like 10,000. That's the next big milestone if I ever get there. People should be afraid of snakes. That's very cool, Aubrey. Yeah, I got a buddy that posted the other day, and I was also tagged in Facebook on a video. It was the most horrific thing I think I've ever seen. This guy purposely takes a rattlesnake and like snaps it to break his neck. Man, I was like, But then I got this other buddy. He's a forward thinker. If y'all ever hear me use that term forward thinker, you can ask April. That's kind of like my way of being like, you know, you're just ignorant. I got a buddy I've known since school, and he posted a picture. Oh, that's the third one I've seen. It was a gray rat snake, and he done shot it with a shotgun. And, you know, I just had to type, congratulations, you know, you killed a gray rat snake, which, oh, by the way, are protected here in Georgia, and does way more harm than good.
That's
so.
funny. Gigi says I'm his girlfriend.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Tony, he is too. He thinks April's his girlfriend.
He is so sweet to me, but he's just not trustworthy.
You're a scumbag. Yeah, man, I think, and you can kind of see that if you watch any of Brian's stuff. He's really hitting it hard and heavy on all these caramel blue tongues and just all these crazy different, you know, morphs that are starting to show up with the blue tongues.
Is he the one that has the pit bulls?
I think so. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure, but anyway, I know somebody said that they would stick to pit bulls. That's really cool. I love pit bulls. They're one of my favorite dogs. I used to breed them back in the day.
But yeah, I think the blue tongues are going to be, you know, because if you notice, things kind of come in waves.
He's got a crush.
Like the crested geckos, for instance. I mean, I think crested geckos were considered extinct, if I'm not right, if somebody out there knows this. But from what I can remember, years ago, I mean, when it was like 2000s or something, when cresteds come into the market, they were considered extinct. And then they come about, cresteds, when they first hit the market, were outrageously priced.
Like $165 for
and then,
just a few colors.
Boom, you know, all of a sudden, everybody in the world has crested geckos. And bearded dragons, you know, bearded dragon did the same thing. I remember when bearded dragons hit the scene, it was like, so yeah, that stuff comes in waves. It was like cresteds, beardeds. I mean, leaf tails was a big thing. That's why they had to ban the export out of Madagascar, because there was so many taken out of the wild. So now it's a limited number that can come, you know, wild caught and stuff. Yeah, there you go, Kenneth
John
Crosby.
Elkins.
Good shot, 1994. I thought it was way back, and they like re-emerged. I think it was in 2000 or maybe 99, 2000. The cresteds re-emerged, and they were
It's John Elkins that breeds the pit bulls. I love that. I used to breed. I did it for about 4 years. I would love to see some
bipolar
pictures.
bird. It was a bipolar.
That's really cool.
We're gonna meet up and do some fishing. Hey man, I'm all about fishing and catching anything. If I can catch it on a rod and reel, I'm tickled. You know,
You have to tell John Elkins.
that's
You bought your
awesome
first
high.
pit bull from me. Remember?
I did. April used to have a couple of breeding pairs of pit bulls, or a couple of, like, two males and some females, and she had quite a few at one time.
We had to give that up when we had kids.
Yeah, Macy was my last pit bull. We had kids. She went to a good home. That dog was really, really protective.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I have golden gliding frogs. I have a pair of red-eyed tree frogs. Two dumpy frogs, and a couple of barking green trees that we picked up in Florida last year. I have also in kind of a community setup. But yeah, I love frogs. Frogs are that's a lot of work too, for sure.
Yeah, they are.
You know, frogs are, especially the red eyes. I mean, I change the water anytime I see anything in it. I mean, clean water is huge with those. I personally think, let's see, approximate length and weight of Poseidon. Last time Poseidon, which is crazy, if you go back, I done a vet visit with him. He weighed 27 pounds when I got him. Poseidon weighs 36 pounds, and he's about 6.5 foot at this point. So he's getting on up there in some size. And being a male, I mean, he's growing. He's always in shed, it seems like. Yeah, last time I weighed Poseidon, he was 34 pounds, guys. If you go back a year ago, though, you'll say he was 27, so that's a good jump. Yeah, Tina, John, Miss John, you breed blues? Yeah, they get a bad rap, man. In Georgia, I think you gotta have a $50,000 insurance policy to have a pit bull now.
Oh, that's awesome, Dave. My favorite dog to date.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite dogs too. They're just so loyal. Nile Monitor Tina is very cool. I've seen some real tame ones, just like any other. You know, they can tame down, and monitors can flip the switch. I think my Tegu is more bipolar than the monitors, but I love Niles. They get good size.
Are you serious?
Opinions on black bass fishing. I love it, California Herper. I mean, bass fishing that's always been my top. It's dear to my heart. I made a lot of money doing it, and I kind of said I got to compete Wednesday night, a Wednesday night tournament. That's the first tournament I think I fished this year, and I used to fish them almost every weekend, and it was a blast. And then to win on top of it, that was even better, you know. But
John Elton says he lives right down the road from us.
Aussie snakes are still some turning
Is
this
that
year.
right?
Yeah, John, there's always stuff coming out to the market that people are flipping and coming up with, and it's definitely not ended with ball pythons, but the price point. So if you think about like what an albino ball python would have cost you, let's say 10 or 15 years ago compared to now, you know.
Glass frog. I'll have to look that up.
No, the glass frogs are awesome. That's the ones, if you go back in a Cody Peterson episode, he showed some, you can kind of see their insides. They're really, really neat frog. But I know glass frogs are very, very touchy.
Well, as are many other species of frog that we would love to have, but they are very touchy.
Yeah, Stephen Cheek said, Tina, check out the reptile shows. I love shows. We got one coming up in July. No, excuse me, I can't wait. I really can't wait. That German Shepherds are my favorite. Well, Marley's actually my favorite dog. Appreciate it, Tony. That was awesome shooting the M1. That was, my buddy Carl that you saw there, he retired military, worked out at White Sands Missile Range back years ago and done a lot of stuff. Carl is like, he's one of them guys that's like a MacGyver type guy. He reloads all of his own ammo, and what was cool about shooting that M1 too is that ammo was period, you know, specific ammo. It was ammo from like 55. So that ammo was that old, and getting to shoot something like that, that was a definite on my list that I'll never forget. A real piece of history. I'd love to have an M1. The carbines are awesome, like the M1 variants that, you know, actually are magazine fed. Let's see, just got a new Bahama Knoll. Hey, Bahama Knolls are neat. You know, we actually
That one's been alive forever.
we've got, well, the one we have is a brown. Those we actually saw some of them though in Florida. What's going on, Arizona? Appreciate you stopping in. Let's see, Niles are a major commitment. Yeah, John. I mean, any monitor is a major commitment. I mean, monitors, mine are constant. I call it projectile poo. It's almost like when if you've ever been around any hawks or birds of prey, when they poo as a baby.
We only know that from raising the hawk.
Yeah, we raised that one.
Crazy experience.
They do that so to get the poo out of the nest, and I mean it's like a water hose, you know, and that's the only thing. Oh, you got to be cleaning. Monitors are a commitment. Iguanas too, you know, iguanas are a commitment. That's a big poo. Fluffy, my big one I used to have years ago, man, when she would drop one, it was like a dozen eggs hitting the floor.
Yeah, you could hear it.
Oh, you could hear it. It would wake you up. Yeah, what's going on, Jeff? Subject soaring. Hey, how you doing out there? Hope you've been doing good. No, John, I never fished FLW. I fished a few BFLs though. I enjoyed that. I fished as a co-angler in the BFL. I think I fished 2 others when they came here. But just local tournaments that we have here on our local lake and Lake Murray in South Carolina. Fished some big bass events and stuff over there. You know, the Oakleys, and just nothing on the professional side, just amateur stuff. And
where is John from? He said he's close to us, right down the road.
I don't know. I didn't see that.
He said he was right down the road from us. I was just curious.
Which John? John, you said you right
John
down the road?
Elkins, that breeds pit bulls. Where are you from?
Is the closest show.
Hey,
To
M1.
myself, St. Louis.
Sorry,
I don't know what
calling
kind
you
of shows
the
they
same
have. You know, in St. Louis, we love the Columbia show. That's always our favorite show. Did you see where N1 said, N1, he said, hey, April?
No, I did. I said and one. I'm
Just
sorry,
got a spring. Springfields are awesome
the
too,
Arizona
man.
thing down.
That's pretty sweet right there. I want an A1 Springfield. I seen some that have been worked over with some like McMillan stocks and stuff, and they get really high priced, and they're tack drivers. Any of that Springfield Armory stuff is awesome. You know, about that M1, you know, Springfield made the M1 too, but International Harvester, the tractor company, they also made some. Carl said those are the most, as far as expensive and rare as goes, those International Harvester M1s. You already checked that out. That was a pretty neat fact. Agreed. Appreciate it, A&J. Welcome home. Yeah, it's kind of tough to be home in a way. Oh crap! What'd I do?
You're good.
No, I know I'm good. I hit one button and it went all the way back up the feed. Let's see. These isopods. Arachnid style. You know, I went back and forth with a bioactive style setup with the isopods, like roly-polies and stuff. I mean, springtails, they show up, you know, kind of naturally after a few weeks. You might get a few springtails. I've never set up a bioactive, and I know people do it, and that's cool, but I spot clean, and you know, I know bioactive, that's the right way to do it, is spot cleaning and such, but man, just the fact of leaving something in there.
It's kind of like cleaning up half of a trash can.
Yeah, I mean,
if you leave nasty food, maggots are still going to come.
And yeah, and bioactive is good for certain things, you know. As far as like a monitor goes or something like that, I can't see it.
Yeah, not for the monitors. That's crazy.
You're still gonna spot clean it every day. There's Stingray just spit. I don't know if y'all was able to see that, but
well, frogs, crested geckos.
yeah, it's good, but I'm mixed about that stuff, because still every 2 to 3, 4 months, I'm still going to be pulling complete enclosures down and cleaning them, and you know, I feel better that way. I don't know. I'm up in the air with it. I might try one. I said I was going to do a community style,
because you'd still clean it.
but I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of OCD about stuff, so I couldn't imagine all the animals I have. If I didn't, man, it would stink. I mean, what would you do? You're still going to have like urinates and. It penetrates the soil that they're not eating, you know. So I mean, I'm constantly scooping, and once I scoop so much, I take it all out.
We have these horrible fruit flies here.
Yeah, fruit flies are horrible here too,
and
guys.
they will attach themselves to anything left in the cage.
Anything left in the cage.
Bioactive or not,
did you manage to? No, subject soaring. I tried and never caught another remora. If you saw, which I remember you commenting on it. I caught 2 during the trip, and it was so early on in the trip I didn't want to risk it, so I let them go. I'll be going back sometime midsummer. Maybe I'll find them then, you know. What's going on, Hot Pepper? It's just like, that's pretty tough. 5 Savannah monitors. Man. Now, are they individually housed now, or are you going to do them? I've seen people where they have 3 or 4 of them together and stuff. In Macon. He's in Macon, April.
Oh, okay, that's not far.
Do you have interest in keeping rear-fanged? Also, yeah, I love false water cobras. I've said that before. And but here in Georgia, I have a hognose, which that's considered a rear fanged. I have a Mexican hognose. I can have those in westerns. I can't have easterns here in Georgia. We got some weird laws. But anything else rear fanged other than that, it's going to be an exotic, and I'd have to get a permit for each exotic and insurance, and it's just not worth it.
Tell Red that I definitely.
It doesn't stink.
A skink cage.
That might be right.
Monitors.
Yeah, I mean, like a skink or something like that. But I'm talking a monitor.
I can absolutely believe that, but not monitors.
It's so much. I mean, it's gonna stink. It's gonna stink. And a skink, I mean, I'm saying. And that's the debate, is it depends. Yeah, you got little dart frogs or a skink that's that big, or it's got a little turd that's most of the time a dried cricket sarcophagus or something. But you get a monitor just eat a pound of meat. They eat a pound of meat and then drops a load
it's horrible.
Down the freaking wall of the enclosure and splatters on everything. I don't care how many isopods you've got in that enclosure, it is gonna stink. I mean, when I walk in, I can tell when he has dropped it. And that doesn't matter if it's him, the Tegu, the Savannah. So, if you're up to smelling that crap, more power to you. But if you got a room full of animals, not just one animal, no, Bioactive is not gonna work for you. It's gonna stink.
Yes, tell Kenneth that is Louie that he hears in the background.
Yeah, subject Soren, that is Louie. If you just come in, Louie is going to a new home tomorrow.
But we haven't neglected him any.
He's the most bipolar bird. I showed this. I was going to show it to you. If you can see that, I had to get that between me and him, and he was tearing it up. I mean, tearing it up like a machine gun.
Well, tell him otherwise he's gonna hook to me like a.
April had got in touch with a lady just to ask some questions, and they ended up striking up a conversation. They're about 2 hours from here. She does rehabilitation, and we're actually going to trade Louie out for an Indian ringneck, a juvenile Indian ringneck. It sucks, but all I could think about was him getting on one of the kids like that. There's just, nah. I mean, I can lock my snakes. I ain't got to worry about the interaction and feeling bad because I'm not letting them out of the cage, and I don't want to keep him confined into a cage constant. But I can't trust him. His wings are clipped, and he'll still fly down. If he got, like I said, he got on one of the kids, that would be awful. I'm telling you, awful. Yeah, Kenneth, the monitor crap is horrible. I can't. It is bad. I have a weak stomach, and the Tegus is awful. Now Poseidon and the Tegu, I strip their enclosures about every 5 to 6 months. I completely strip them out because most of the time the Tegu and Poseidon go in the water bowls. The Tegus is awful. Not as bad as Poseidon's, but every now and then Poseidon does, and I've put it in videos. He'll get up there climbing and let it go on the wall, and I have to spray it down with F10 and get in there and wipe it all down. Then I shovel out a huge area of pot and soil and put it back. And
I just saw Steven Cheeks, and yeah, that's kind of funny, but at the same time, Louie is an awesome bird.
I didn't see
He is very misunderstood. He's had a lot of controversial things in his lifetime. Yeah, but
fried chicken. They are smart, Steven. They are smart.
Yeah, that's absolutely the case. Yeah. But for him, it's not really about what he wants to do. It's about what he's been through.
Subject Soren, yeah, it was a bummer. He has never.
Oh no, he's awesome with me.
He loves April.
But I have to worry about the kids.
When I saw him, the way he acted, I mean, he got me
he'll pick my teeth. He is the most amazing bird.
For you.
For me, but not for anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a problem. You know, the kids come out, he wants to attack anybody that is any kind of threat.
Yeah, John, I agree with that. Definitely not a big enough cleaning crew.
But not saying that Louie's bad. I just want to make that clear. He's a great bird.
What's going on, Spencer Shepherd? How you doing? Appreciate you stopping in.
Just really misunderstood, right?
Yeah, and we understood that from the get-go. And as far as Louie getting attached to April, and one person in general, and then he would fly to me, and like you saw in the video, I mean, he flew over to me specifically, loved all over me that night. Everything's cool, and then the very next minute he flipped out. And it was, this was, like I said, if you can go all around the edges, because I was just kind of rolling it, keeping him away, and he tore, I mean, look all the way around it. I mean, it was just, man. And when I saw that, I said, we just can't take the chance. I mean, if he was out, come down, the kids, I couldn't imagine him getting on a list or something. It would be awful.
No, but he's an awesome bird. This lady has
raw turkey,
way more
eggs,
experience
bugs, rodents
than we do, and she is so excited.
Man. Especially, I know it's pretty good, and it's a good staple food. I alternate through once a week. I usually feed day-old chicks to Poseidon.
Ew, speaking of turkeys.
When Poseidon poops, man, it is feathers, like leftover feathers floating all in the water, and oh my God, that is a clean. But I still, I give them to him about once a week. Every 7 to 8 days, I feed him, day-old chicks, and that is the worst. The worst. They're awesome. Yeah, Tim. Yeah, I mean that's and plus us being the third owners too. He's done been through so many hands. I don't really know what's going on in his mind for sure. It's a green. It's actually a green ringneck.
Speaking of turkey.
Yeah. Check this thing out.
They are growing so fast.
If y'all remember,
Careful.
right before we went to Florida, what was it, Easter?
Yes. They have grown huge.
I got some week-old baby turkeys, pullets, whatever you want to call them, from a lady for the kids, because our chickens, we had chickens in the backyard, and the hawks and eagles decimated our chickens. And so we got turkeys this time. Because we've read that hawks and such won't do it, but
yeah, we have no problems. Once they're grown, hawks are scared of turkeys, supposedly.
And as far as we can tell, that we have a male and a female, but I'm trying to remember. We got two different colors.
We have a red bourbon.
Yeah, red bourbon.
And we have a royal.
And a royal palm. Yeah.
Royal palm.
But that's
this one though
that's the
is
turkey.
so sweet.
Oh, he's very chill. Turkeys are, I mean, we've had chickens, we've never had turkeys.
It's so much fun though.
As far as
they
it goes,
grow fast,
I mean,
and they stink horrible.
Yeah,
they stink bad.
I'm happier with the turkey. I don't have to worry about him ripping my eyeball out of my head.
Well, I mean, the biggest thing for me is that I don't have to raise something that I have to worry about stealing out of the backyard.
It's a woman's bird.
It's a horrible
Yeah,
thing.
Tina, it actually was a man's bird. Initially, he passed away. It went to a woman, and then from it been the care of a woman
I
to
could
us.
take him out right now, and he would be
Can I eat it?
absolutely amazing.
Yeah, turkey.
But I'm trying to separate myself so that the woman that gets
Get
him
a crow. Hey,
will have a better chance.
Crows are super smart. Them and ravens, we can't. They're on our list for some reason. I can't keep them as a pet in Georgia. So.
The turkey's like, and you're not talking about
Go
me.
on Wednesday
I'm
to
not
get my.
smart.
Go on Wednesday to get my first reptile. Hey, that's very cool. 0478. What are you getting? Do you know what you're getting yet? Yeah, turkeys, they make all kind of racket. Putting and purring and saves money on Thanksgiving. Yeah.
We are not cooking turkey.
Nah, these won't be. These will be pampered. I promise you. Ever need chicks, let me know.
Not eating the turkey.
So you hatch. That's we used to collect eggs and put them in an incubator too, John. And but like I said, my chickens keep getting out, getting eaten up by the hawks, and that was rough. My neighbor, he even had chickens too, and our group and his group were going back and forth together, and they slowly, one at a time, we'd find big rings of feathers to where it'd come down, eat it right there, and it was awful. Hey, it's pretty cool. You'll love the leopard. You know, good luck. Good luck with your leopard gecko for sure. 0478. What's going on, Atlanta, man? Appreciate you stopping in. And yeah, man, you know all about them dumb Georgia laws, don't you, buddy? Richie, actually, I had some tiger salamanders years ago. Actually, I think I had like 5 of them at one time, didn't I? Years ago, and I just ain't really hadn't had the room. Yeah, maybe eventually. I love tiger salamanders.
Okay, they wanted to know, do the turkeys have names?
Yeah, I should get out of Georgia, right?
The turkeys
Can I eat the
have
turkey?
names.
Yeah. Clash with Chandler. Can eat the turkey.
What
are they?
I honestly can't remember.
Yeah.
The kids named them something crazy. I think this one's name is Zebra. Only because it will be black and white when it's fully grown. Or maybe that's Alyssa's. I can't remember the names fully.
Yeah, Georgia, man, we have some pretty weird laws here, that's for sure. That's, you know, like I said before about not being able to own a corn snake, but I can have a pygmy, you know.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a sweet boy.
Appreciate you stopping in, Kenneth, man. Have a good weekend, dude.
Aww. It's so cute.
Man.
Yeah, see, I've done reested down for the night.
Yeah, we had quite a few chickens, and I love being able to have access to chicken eggs and such.
It was just sad though. We've raised so many, and then the hawks just take them out.
Yeah, we got a lot of hawks, a lot of osprey. Well, not osprey, but golly, I just lost the name of it. Dadgummit, the nest that they got going across the bridge. I talk about them all the time. And of course, bald eagle. We have a lot of bald eagle, believe it or not. A real healthy population up here around the lake. I'm just looking through. Still says good. I'm shocked, guys. I think this is the first stream I've done that it hasn't like dropped me in the middle of it. I probably shouldn't even be playing with the computer right now, but it's so funny it still didn't show up there. Yeah. Now, I had a whole dog kennel set up with a top on it. And it sucked having them in there. And then, you know, our backyard, we had plenty of trees. We had them all out. And they would put themselves up at night. It sucked all the way around. I hated. Now, if I could probably, should build like a bigger coop and be fine.
John and Tony, you're not eating my turkey, man. Seriously?
Turkey. It's 11 o'clock. Y'all should have done eat by now, guys.
You're not eating my turkey.
Tony, we had a micro pig at one time, actually.
Pet and tray.
5 or 6 years ago, we
nested down.
We had one called Pork Chop, actually.
Oh,
he was awesome till he got a little bit of size. He was about the size of a 5-gallon bucket. And
we're not going to speak of why we got rid of him here. It's a kids channel.
You know, he favored, how do I put this? He favored anything that...
We should have had him fixed.
Yeah, he should have been fixed. He should have been fixed. So...
It was really bad.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was worse than like a dog, you know what I mean?
Okay, we're moving on.
All right,
Pet the turkey. Pet the turkey.
Yeah, coyotes eat a lot. We've got... They're doing another here. They're doing another giveaway for coyote kills here in Georgia because they're really taking a big impact on turkeys and fawns. They're giving away all kind of stuff. They did one earlier in the year where you could get a lifetime license for they've done like a draw, and you can enter up to 5 coyotes, and now they're doing a deal with guns and stuff. Coyotes are really bad, and I think for us it's turkeys and deer. But I saw something while I was in Florida, kind of got me thinking. I believe they're called red wolves. If any of y'all out there from North Carolina area, you're probably real familiar with the red wolves.
Yeah, but they're trying to repopulate.
Yeah, they actually went extinct in Carolina, and they put them back, but that was before the coyote boom, and
Louie's mad.
they tried to make it, because it's hard to distinguish a red wolf between a coyote, and they were trying to make it where people couldn't hunt coyotes, and there's some kind of big stink going on in North Carolina over the red wolf right now.
Alright, pet the turkey.
But coyotes are outpacing it.
Pet the turkey.
Pet the turkey.
That's right. Pet the turkey.
It puts the lotion on its skin. Hey,
I see. Hey, I'm a sweet
I feel like he's gonna just poke me in the eyeball.
Yeah, well, I can imagine Sarah after having Louie
you will
bite
lose
you in
your
the cheek.
pardon, and it will be off with your head. And we will be talking about pilgrims and Indians around your carcass.
Mommy has been raising me since like a day old, so that's not going to happen.
Let's see. It gets the hose again. What did I miss on that?
I have no idea. I've been in there watching the turkey.
Oh, okay, I missed that. Yeah, you want a bird like a sun conure?
No.
Sun conures are... Patty had a sun conure. Wasn't that what she had?
No.
Hers
I love a sun conure, but
what was hers?
I want the ringneck.
No, I'm talking about what was the one Patty had? Wasn't it a sun conure?
No, it wasn't a sun conure. It was a I can't something cheek. I can't remember. Green cheek, yellow cheek, something like that.
Maybe it was a green. Maybe it was a green cheek.
It was a something cheek parrot.
I can't remember. Pineapple conure. I don't.
No, it wasn't a pineapple. It was like a green cheek or.
Are you still driving? All right, that's right. I remember that, John. You were driving from Macon over to Carolina and back and forth. I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, it's the green cheek conure. That's right.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
And he loved chicken, but he was really mean.
Love spider plants.
No, he cannot eat my turkey.
Somebody else wants to eat your turkey?
Yes. Clash with Chandler.
No,
he can absolutely not eat my turkey.
Y'all are making me hungry, guys. Hey, you got a pizza or something you can throw in there?
I have a pizza in the oven.
Awesome. Awesome.
Not eating my turkey.
Oh, wow. It finally popped up on this. I was just coming to check to see. Probably going to turn off the volume. Messing up my deer hunting. Yeah, man. Coyotes are definitely messing up a lot of stuff. I'm thinking of doing a nano tank.
Tell Tony.
Yes, we done Richie. We done one of them little nano deals. One of them little small. I think it was maybe like a 10 or 12 gallon or something.
Tell Tony I won't hurt you too bad if he doesn't eat. If you don't eat my turkey.
My pond is easier to take care of than that nano was. I had to do so many water changes on that nano. Oh my God. Well, twice in the stream now. Jeez, guys. All right, you can take the turkey.
It's like a big turd.
Oh my God.
Oh
my God.
Oh my God.
Where you gonna get this kind of entertainment at, right? Jeez, man.
Oh my God, I have to pee.
Oh my God. Later on, Tony. Appreciate it, man. Barry Bart, I have a job. April is a stay-at-home mom. She homeschools. I actually repair medical equipment, home medical equipment, mostly like wheelchairs and stuff. I've been doing it since I was 21, and I'm 35 now. A lot of the stuff I do for the VA hospital. I do some nursing home stuff. I do some insurance stuff, like for insurance companies. A lot of, you know, just all kind of disabilities from people that, you know, are young to old. I go all over the Southeast. Believe it or not, I actually drove like 65,000 miles last year doing what I do. So I burned through some trucks. I sure do. Yeah, the life of animal owning. Yeah, it's what it was, you know. Thanks again, Tony. Unknown guy, stingrays. Yep, we got a stingray, one stingray right behind me. What's going on, Cody McCormick? It's fine, Tim. It happens. Yeah, you know. It ain't the worst thing. The worst poo I've ever taken was from Poseidon. I had him on my shoulder, and Poseidon projectile pooed, and I mean it was awful. It was awful. But yeah, if y'all missed it, I got pooped on by the blue tongue earlier, and now the turkey. So everybody just here, come get him. Bring me something else. Maybe it'll. Cow turtle, and that was a cool name, by the way. I seen that the other day. I love like teacup stingrays or motto rays. I cannot have any freshwater rays here. It sucks. They're illegal in Georgia. Like snakeheads and a bunch of other. There's a couple, I think, Mayan cichlids, I think, is one that's on the list. There's a couple other things, but yeah, no freshwater rays. Here, baby, grab this turkey. Baby.
Hold on, I was reading.
Yeah, Clashworth, or Cody first, yeah, monitor poo, we were talking about that earlier. It's awful. And I was covered. I mean, covered. He had his, if y'all seen Poseidon in other videos, he likes to get up here on my hat. And that big monitor dropping a pound of junk was awful. There you go.
You want the other one?
No, I think I'm good.
Alright, Louie.
There goes Louie.
Hey,
Man, I can't believe that. That is awful.
that's
Awful.
alright. I just had a turkey.
Oh, in Kentucky? Yeah, it probably gets cold enough up there. Make sure I got all this nasty turkey poo off my chair. It's like my favorite chair. Yeah, I guess it gets cold enough. I believe it gets cold enough here where we are to where rays shouldn't be a problem. But they are for some reason. I would think further down south Georgia from us, I would think they could probably, you know, thrive. But I had just a California round. I had 3 of them at one point. A male, which I had to get rid of because it kept bullying, and then I had got another female ray, and I don't know what happened with that ray. It went into poor health, and all of a sudden it's like sudden ray death syndrome or something. She started like, she eat one night, wouldn't eat the next, and started flaring, and the next day she was actually gone. So I've got my oldest ray that I've had now for the longest, but yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Trey
That's the
doesn't
other
want it
one.
to poop on him. And they look a little scraggly now because they're just starting to really get their good feathers in.
Yeah.
They are so cool.
Yeah,
I had a lot of chickens.
I have a bamboo shark and a horn shark.
Hi.
I love bamboos. My bamboo is getting giant at this point.
It's just
It's probably
looking,
about 2 feet right now.
it's like, what is going on here? Hi.
Turkeys. I got them there. Blue spots are really, really cool. I've read that blue spots could be touchy. I've actually never seen any for sale other than online. I've never like walked in and seen a store to actually have them. The guy in Atlanta told me that You know, they can, just like anything else can be though, they can just be very touchy. I was scared of the blue spots because, I mean, it's pretty climate controlled out here, you know, in the reptile room. A big, quick spike, if something like that were to happen, a blue spot probably ain't going to make it to where the livestock I have in here now should be fine. I mean, they should be able to handle, you know, pretty drastic spikes because they're found. I try to stick to animals that were found, you know, more the coastal mud flats, you know, the backwater area where they get up in that shallow water and such. And supper cow. Cody, what now? A blue spot is supper cow? Like what's going on, Lego hurt guy? Calm, but it takes a while. Daily interaction and from babies up. I got you.
Did you hear what I said, babe?
What's that?
I said, tell Tina, I said, I'm sorry to hear that the turkey didn't make it.
What turkey didn't make it?
She said a friend of mine has a duckling and a couple of hens. His baby turkey did not make it.
April said she started to hear. I must have missed that comment.
Well, tell Tina Powell I'm sorry that
April said
we
Tina,
were
she's sorry.
concerned with that ourselves when we first got these
Yeah, we were
guys.
concerned ourselves when we first got them. It was kind of chilly that day, and you have to keep them like 100 degrees and then like step them off 5 degrees a week. And we had one that kind of was like, you know, touch and go, and it pulled through. It was actually the white one, and it's doing great, doing good. Had one for 3 years, dang, and a 90 for 2 years, and then a 220. 220 is good size. I bet that 90 was tight. You know, I guess if you only had like one in there, you know.
What, a ray?
Yeah, because see, I had mine in a 100-gallon to begin with, my big ray that's in here. And she grew so quick, and that's where the pond and the room actually come about, you know, was because of the stingrays. What should I put in a 55-gallon? You mean like fish-wise? You make a pretty cichlid tank.
Subject, Soren, no worries. You have birds,
Yep.
so we can learn a lot from you.
That's right. No worries. You got birds. I'm missing my freshwater aquarium, though.
I need some advice when we get this ring neck.
I know, yeah. Man. Reptile. Hey, you can put a lot in a 55, you know, like that blue tongue. Blue tongue skink is hard to beat. You know, I'm really a big fan. I'm a big fan of the blue tongues at this point. You know, that's an awesome critter. It's really been
so easy to care for.
Pretty unproblematic for sure. And a 55-gallon, that should house it indefinite. You know, ours is a Malaki blue tongue. The Aussie versions, I believe, get a little bit bigger.
Meraki, I think it is.
Appreciate that, Subject Soren, for sure. You know, we definitely ain't bird people. I can help you out on any scaly critter you get. When it comes to the feathers, if it ain't chickens, I'm a lost cause. I can keep some chickens alive, though.
Tell him I can't wait to show the new video when we get him back home.
Yeah. April said to tell her that we will definitely be getting a video together. I'm sure. I need to do a reptile room tour. Do you have any cresteds?
So
Yeah, I got 2 cresteds, Lego hurt guy. I keep them inside. I've learned that the cresteds do good, just like my leaf tails. I got my giant leaf tails inside because they are they like that little cooler temperature. So I keep it 76 to 78, and you know that's just of course good clean water. That's what I always say first. But keep them at room temperature, 75 to 78 degrees, and they seem to pop off. They have for me. It's worked for me. But that's one reason. It stays 80 to 81 for an ambient in here. during the day, and that's just a little bit too high. Tina said, "Thanks, April. It was a sweet bird."
Tell her I think that it really
Put some freshwater rays would be huge.
You know, sometimes
String algae problem.
the breed itself, you know, what they're mixed with,
Yeah,
as far as
goldfish.
being I don't know, maybe an inbred, and then sometimes it's just the way that
Yeah.
they're treated.
They will eat them goldfish for sure. My favorite reptile, Lee, would be Poseidon that I own. I really like lace monitors though. It's one of my favorites. But blue tree monitors, that's another one. That's always a hard. I get scatterbrained when people ask, "What's your favorite reptile?" I get really scatterbrained about it. No problem, Lego Herp guy. That's the best thing, and then mix it up. I like feeding that Rapashi and the is it Pangea? What's it comes in a package.
Yeah,
Pangea. It's like in a package, like a powder. That stuff works great as far as just keeping them up, you know, with their vitamins up good. Appreciate it, Arachnid Style.
Did you hear me?
I really appreciate that. Thanks for stopping in, man, for sure. Definitely. You rock on, too. Stay safe. Stay safe. And April, Arachnid Style said you and April should do a tarantula video together. If I can get her on camera, it's tough to get her to get on camera.
Oh, I'll get on camera for that. Don't even act like it's me.
Red-eyed croc skinks are very awesome. The prices have really went up.
Backlash.
Yeah, Pangea, that's it. It was Pangea. Appreciate that, Cody McCormick. I was having a brain fart there trying to process it. It's late. Yeah, all reptiles, yeah. I mean, I've always been afflicted with loving scalies and stuff. See you later on. I got to get off too. I still got a couple of water bowls to just clean, but I never got another shark all the way to the shore to see if I could get one off of it, and I didn't want to risk keeping them.
It was too sad to think about killing them.
Yeah, so I let them go, but I'll be going back probably middle of the summer. I hope. And as long as you can catch a good sized shark, 99% of the time they'll have one with it. And those little guys will stay with that shark all the way up on the beach. I mean, I'm dragging the shark up, they will stay with it, and you just pick them right up. But my favorite artist, man, that is a tough one. And you're talking about as far as art, as like Da Vinci. Man, I like Thomas Kincaid. I do. I like. I've never been into abstract art. Or I'm not a big art guy. I've never big into abstract stuff. But like music. And that's another one. Jeez. I don't know. I mean, I have a very eclectic music. You know, I love from trap radio to some country to some rap. I don't, you know, I really, that's kind of like asking me if I have a favorite movie star, I guess. And I definitely don't have any Hollywood weirdos that I enjoy. But good question. I had to think about that one, though. I really don't know if I have an actual favorite, you know, favorite artist. Lee, yeah. Because I'm always on a budget myself. And I mean, I do a lot of things. I make my own cage furniture out of the PVC pipe. That's one. Dubia roach colony I have. That helps out a lot. I order in bulk. Like when I love Perfect Prey. I order from them about every month and a half to 2 months. I place a big order. Sometimes this last order's lasted me going into 3 months. But buying bulk, that's a huge thing. And you know, if you're wanting to, another big thing that helps me out is everything being in this room. You know, I save a pile of money people ask me, they're like, you know, hey, with the lighting, and well, not everything has supplemental heat in here, and some things I alternate. You know, I move like a UVB light around, you know, from time to time, things like that for stuff that doesn't need it every day, which I don't think an animal needs it every day, because that would, you know, it's just like the weather outside. Some days this sunshine. All right, am I back up? Sorry guys, I hope it's back up. Is it back up on your end? Huh?
Not yet.
Guys, it should be coming back up. We lost internet for some reason. Is it down?
Yeah, it's down for it. Second.
That sucks. It should be coming back up. Sorry guys, you hear me because it's down on my side, or if you can hear me, so I apologize.
Should be good.
Huh? We back? Huh? Yeah, guys, y'all still with me? We got some storms rolling in, and we completely lost internet there for a second, so I'm just gonna stay on for a little bit longer anyway. Briar, if you're still out there, the oldest reptile I have is a golden gecko. This is over here, and it is older than Cameron. I've probably had that gecko for 15 years. It was one I got. It was full grown when I got it, and so it's amazing. And that's the oldest one that I got. You still? I don't think I got any of that. Serpent's Cave. I don't know if you can hear me. I saw you in there. Like I was saying, we got storms coming in, lights flickering, and everything else. But it was fun, guys. If you're still with me, and I guess we'll catch you next time. Appreciate it, guys. Thanks, guys.